What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne.
I'm Mrs. Wayne.
And today we are taking a ride in the 2019 C300 Coupe. We're going to just talk about the overall car's looks, how it feels, and how it rides. So Isha, what are your first impressions about this car?
Surprisingly, I like it. You know, I'm a fan of the egg shape. I love the sleek lines, the rounded curvatures. I really do like that look versus boxy.
Right. And I remember you saying that before when we shot the S-Class Coupe. And speaking of the S-Class Coupe, the C-Class has taken a lot of its design language, and the overall result is just a nice, clean, and sleek appeal that everybody seems to love.
I like that. I like the simple fact that I can feel like this is a two-seater, but there's still space in the back.
Right.
I also like the simple fact that it's a great mixture between masculine and feminine.
So it's not just overwhelming or dominant in one area, pretty much.
From the colors, the leather, the wood grain, they did a great job in this model. I know that this is spec'd out, and you can get it spec'd out to whatever you want it to be, but this is a great job. Right.
And speaking of the color, what do you think? It's done in a graphite, and when the sun hits it, it just really pops.
That's definitely cool because you guys know my Ford has that little sparkle to it.
You always manage to bring up your Ford when we do these.
I like Mini. I really like
And then they're going to ask me, well, Ben, why do you have her riding in the Ford when you're reviewing these?
It's my personal preference.
It is her choice. I did not force that on her. She wanted that car, and that's what she got.
That's what I got. I will upgrade later on. I'm totally fine with what I have.
So back to the colors. What about the interior? This cranberry red is lovely.
Really like that. Now, I'm a fan of red, as you know. I would personally like the red on the outside versus the graphite. But like I said, this is a great blend between masculine and femininity because it has the red, the black, the brown, also the outside of like that grayish. It's a great blend.
So long story short, you like it, huh?
I like it.
How do you think the car rides? Is it smooth to you?
Very smooth. This is a good daily driver to me.
Just overall, just a nice car. It doesn't have 4 doors. I know you're a big 4-door person.
I am, but like I said, I feel like this is more of a 2-seater, but it feels more like a daily driver. I don't feel like I'm, in a super sports car.
Right.
So I feel like I could do this.
It's not too harsh.
It's not too harsh, not too rough.
There are different driving modes in this car, actually. There's a button here that's called Dynamic Select, and it'll let you cycle between Eco mode, a Sport or Sport Plus, and even an individual custom mode. And what that does is kind of alter the throttle, steering, and suspension mappings. So if you want a sporty ride, it'll firm up the car's ride a little bit.
Okay.
But if you just want to cruise and have a soft ride, you can just throw it in the comfort and be on your way like we are now.
Does this particular model come in convertible?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
So there's a C300 Cabriolet available. It has a nice soft top, and you can actually retract the top while it's in motion. And since it's a convertible, I'm sure a lot of people probably think that noise will come into the cabin, but it actually has like a 3-layer acoustic soft top that keeps a lot of that outside noise outside of the cabin.
That's great. I think this is a great touch with the sunroofs. I feel like I'm getting the best of both.
The panorama roof, yeah. And the panorama roof can actually open up if you want that open air feeling, but you're not really a convertible person.
Right.
So I
am a convertible person.
You are a convertible person. So you would probably be going with the C300 Cabriolet.
I definitely would, with the red exterior, with the pop of that sparkle that they got going on. I also like some of my favorite features. The park assist, is that in here?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's great.
Yes, you can get this car with a lot of the assist programs. For me, some of the touches I like for the 2019 refresh is this 10.25-inch screen. It's very bright and easy to read, and that's something that I thought the previous model year was lacking.
I definitely have to say I like this size, and some of the models that we have driven and reviewed have been so big. It's like I'm carrying a TV in my car.
So you're talking about that 12.3-inch display from the S-Class?
Huge. Or if you guys have seen, like, this is so off topic, but that Tesla, it's like, what is that? You guys know what I'm talking about.
It looks like somebody just took a laptop screen.
Right. I went into the Apple store and smacked a, huge,
iPad.
yeah. Okay, off topic.
Another thing I like is the digital instrument cluster. Now, you're probably not going to notice it unless you're the one sitting behind the wheel, but it's a 12.3-inch thin film transistor display screen. Very bright. It's an option if you want it, but I just love the way it looks. It provides a nice modern touch that this car didn't have previously.
Now, how far can I go on this car as far as, like, the upgrades? Can I get this in the AMG version?
Oh yeah, the sky's the limit.
Okay.
So the C300, which we're in, kind of could be looked at as the base model.
Okay.
Then you have the C43, and then you have that C63 with over 500 horsepower and that hand-built V8 bi-turbo, which is insanely fast.
Okay. So I can get my carbon fiber inlays.
Yeah, you can get all that.
Alcantara. I can get diamond stitching.
It's really a game of how much money do you want to spend, right?
Okay.
How much money do you want to spend?
Wait, in this, okay, so I'm pointing out different features that I've seen in different Mercedes. I really like how sometimes they have that glow. You know what I mean?
Yes, the ambient lighting.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, this one has up to 64 different colors that you can choose from. So if your favorite color is blue, you can have blue in the background, or pink, anything.
I can literally be like, Cinderella, make it blue, make it pink, okay.
Yes, you could do that.
Okay.
But that just goes to show how some of the technology from the S-Class has trickled down into some of the more affordable models. And I really like that about this car, especially how it's adopted the steering wheel design from the S-Class. This steampunk look, I really just think it makes a gorgeous steering wheel.
I really am enjoying this ride. It's very smooth. I'm really enjoying it.
One day you're going to have to get behind the wheel of one of these cars. I've gotten a lot of comments saying, why doesn't Isha drive? Well, Isha likes to ride. Whenever we go somewhere, I have to drive. Let me tell you, one time, this is completely off topic. She asked me if I wanted to come to the mall with her, if I wanted to go to the mall with you. Remember that? So we go to the driveway. Next thing I know, she's going to the passenger side of her car. I'm like, what are you doing?
Because I wanted to go to the mall.
You didn't want me to go to the mall with you. You wanted me to drive you to the mall.
I am definitely a rider. I don't really enjoy driving per se. Okay, I'll get behind the wheel and woo, but I'm not the one that's like all in for driving.
Okay, so at some point in one of these videos, we're going to get Isha behind the wheel, but I just wanted everybody to know.
It's me.
It's her. It's not me.
It's me. Now, what you guys don't want me to do is get behind the wheel of something very fast.
Right, and this car isn't really that crazy fast. It's powered by a 4-cylinder turbo, and it has just about 255 horsepower.
That's enough for me.
That's enough.
I mean, I feel like if I want to upgrade, I could upgrade it and give it a little bit more power, which I've had a car with more power before, but I never necessarily used it,
I understand. Yep.
It just...
So 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds is enough for you.
That's enough.
Yep.
I think I'll take that.
So overall, this is a nice entry-level car. I really like the shape of it. The ride is nice and firm if you want it to be, or it can be smooth if you like it, depending on what dynamic select setting you have. Do you have any closing thoughts? I
feel like this car, I can go somewhere and still make a statement and not be too loud. Somebody will say, oh, wow, that's nice. I can get, from A and B. I can pick up some groceries without any trouble.
Right,
So it's a great ride. It's smooth. It looks great on the inside, on the outside. I would definitely recommend this car.
And you don't have to spend 6 figures to get it.
Right.
So.
And like I said, this can be for women, for men. It's a great...
For anybody who wants it.
Exactly. It's a great, crossover.
All right, so that was just a casual driving review. I really wanted you guys to hear Isha's impressions along with my impressions on how this car rides. If you're interested in picking up a Mercedes-Benz C300 Coupe, be sure to talk to my friend Jesse Cannon-Wallace at Atlanta Classic Cars. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and watching the video, and we will talk to you in the next one.
Bye-bye.